Okay, so this first one is a property that is being offered by the team that's brokering the sale.
Yeah,
Um,
Team B.
Team B. So this is in Kings Mountain. This is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 16, just over 1,600 square foot. Purchase price for this one is $225,900. So your down payment is going to be just over 45,000, about $5,000 in closing costs for an initial cash investment of 49,600. Principal and interest, I suspect it will be even lower than that because this is based off a 4% interest rate. I
Right.
locked a 3.5 last week, so interest rates are getting even better than this. Taxes 165. There is a small HOA with most of the communities that Team B is doing. Did you get any insight to the HOAs?
No, other than they're gonna the HOA, even if the subdivision gets bought by another group, they did put provisions in there that there's certain the HOA can only go up so much and so fast. So they're gonna keep those HOAs reasonable.
Yeah, and usually these small HOAs are, they're maintaining a little common area flower bed in the front, or and then yeah, monitoring the number of rentals that are coming into that development to
That's right.
maintain that
That's
20%.
the big thing. They keep making sure you're exactly right, Leah. They make sure they have not too many rentals. That 20% threshold is what they're looking for, and they make sure there's not riffraff. And so that's a good thing in the end. Keep the
Yep,
price the house values up.
yep. Insurance costs about $58 a month. It's low, in part because it's new construction, and these are based on quotes that the team has pulled. Property management
Right.
at 8%, so $124 a month for your total holding costs of $1,235. So this property will rent for $1,550. So your net or your cash flow is $315 a month. Now, one thing that our performers do not include is a line item for maintenance and vacancy. I always mention this because the one time that I don't, someone will come gunning for me. You're owning real estate. You will have maintenance. You will have some vacancy costs. So this is simply a projection based on the things that you have a little bit more control over. This is a back of the napkin kind of numeric analysis of this property. But at the end of the day, it's just a projection. So, don't take these numbers to be gospel. You got to firm them up on your own. When you engage with your lender, they can give you a true fee sheet based on your qualifications to, firm up that principal and interest payment. Taxes, you should verify independently. Insurance, I always call up my insurance company that I use and get a quote run on properties as part of my due diligence. So you definitely need to firm up these numbers, but this is a great looking projection, $315 a month on a new build. That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
All right, so we got some pictures of the interiors. Tell me, what were your overall thoughts kind of walking through these homes?
Gorgeous houses. And you can see down the bottom left corner, you can see the house with the archway. So you can see the builders are going ahead and putting those little extra things into it that makes feel people like even being a renter, it makes it feel like ownership. Granite countertops, nice appliances. They're using the flooring, the vinyl flooring, plank flooring. Yeah, LT. Yep. And it's well done. I mean, and you got a 2 and 10-year warranty on these. So
Great. Yeah, so those maintenance costs are definitely going to be lower in a new build. Everything's fresh, and certainly during the first year when you've got a warranty.
and Team A is starting to redesign their buildings a little bit due to the fact of COVID. They're adding an office. They're adding like exercise rooms. So that's some of the neat stuff that they're starting to add.
That's funny. Yeah, we're all our criteria. I moved this summer and my search criteria for a house changed. I mean, suddenly we've got to have a home
That's
office for
right.
me, a home office for my husband. We want a home gym. Like suddenly we're needing more space, and nice that some of these areas you can get that extra space without paying an arm and a leg for it. All right, so this one is property team A. So this is the builder that does the steel frame homes. Tim, you want to walk us through this one?
Yeah, purchase. Well, first of all, that's a steel home, right? So you can't tell the difference. That's first. That to me, that was incredible. Purchase price on this one is 239,900. Down payment would be 47,980. The closing cost 4798. Rehab costs, obviously there isn't any. Initial cost invested would be 52,778. Principal and interest would be 916. Once again, that's at 4%, because probably less than that at this point. Taxes at 237. No HOA in this particular infill lot for this house, but there are going to be some HOA, so you make sure you check on that. But they said about 80% will not have HOA, but there will be about 20% that do. Insurance, once again, $55. Property management, here's where we were able to negotiate a 6% due to the fact it's brand new and steel and low maintenance. So total cost is $1,373, and the rental income is $1,750, and it's going up. And monthly cash flow $377. So that's an incredible number for a brand new home.
Yeah, I mean, this is for some, this initial cash invested, that's a little shocking. If you've been looking at homes that were 100 grand, but you got to consider what you're getting here. I mean, this is going to be a very resilient property, and certainly desirable. These neighborhoods that you've described, you know, even though they're infill, they're very desirable.
Very
These are
desirable
areas. Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
good.
well,
Okay.
just for Charlotte right now, there's 48 of the 50 builders, the biggest builders, are all in Charlotte right now. So that should tell you everything you need to know. And we connected with one of them, so I'm excited.
Great. All right, so this next picture is some of the interior photos.
Yeah, once again, gorgeous house. All the same granite countertops, brand new cabinets, the same flooring, all decked out. This one would have to be a 4-bedroom, 1,700 square foot house, and you can see where you can put an office. This one has furniture in it. This is the one they're showing as a model, so you can see what it looks like with furniture in it, and it's gorgeous.
Nice. So Tim, I'm curious, walking around and going through both of these different properties, was there anything that kind of stood out to you? Was there any tipping point? If you were an investor and you were in the market to buy a new construction home, was there a team that you felt like kind of has an advantage that you would probably buy from initially?
No, to be honest with you, both of them were very. I love the steel, the concept of the steel, and I did some research afterwards because I couldn't believe what they were telling me, and I did check into that. To be able to get a steel framed house that actually, you know, let's just say it gets wet, your house gets wet somehow, some way. I mean, you're cutting out drywall, putting new drywall, and you don't have to worry about the new beams behind you. You're not going to get the mold. You're not going to have the termites. So I'm a big fan of the steel. But when you walked in the steel house or you walked into the other house, if I blindfolded you and didn't tell you which one was which, you wouldn't know the difference.
Sure. Yeah. I guess the big competitive advantage that Team B has, the ones who are brokering the sale, is that they have inventory that's ready to go today.
That's right.
So if I was a 1031 exchange buyer, and I mean, this is a tight market for 1031 buyers, to find inventory is hard. And I talk to investors every day who are 1031 buyers and they want all the benefits of new build, but they just can't risk the timeline factor, right? They've got to close on those replacement properties within 180 days. And some of our other teams, that's a really tight deadline to meet with the new build. So the fact that Team B has this inventory that's ready to go, that could close in a very short period of time is a definite advantage. At least from,
and both teams spend a lot of time working on trying to find the right property management for you. So I get the question, well, why can't I just go get a builder myself? You could do that, but they get better pricing this way, and also they've worked the property management to go with that house. So that to me, you get a brand new house, if you don't have good property management, that's the secret sauce, is the property management.
Right. All right, I like it.